Good morning, and it is a nice morning. Might be good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. But yeah, I've got a fun one. I got a call from Ivor, Red Dot Cameras. He said, got that lens you've been seeking. Finally, it's come in, and it's the 75mm Noctilux. So I'm very excited about this. The weather at the moment is beautiful as well. We're gonna go a couple of hours with it today, and then hopefully head for the weekend, where it is gonna be raining supposedly. But that's London. So we'll see what we can get with it. Unfortunately, I'm only gonna be shooting street really, but I think that this lens, by the looks of things, is actually gonna really have its calling in some beautiful portrait work, some really nice created portraits where you can actually make photos and not just take photos. So, which can be taking photos. Anyway, I've been enjoying shooting fast, and with that, I've been using the 28mm Summilux for a change rather than the Monochrome, and hopefully gonna do a video on that fairly soon, but this one came up and I just cancelled everything. So gonna go pick it up, give it a whirl, and yeah, after being a massive fan of that 50 Noctilux 9.5, woo, this one's gonna be good. Here we go, in Soho, 75mm Noctilux with a UV filter. Let's see what we get. Wonderful outfit. Do you mind if I got a quick photo with you?
If you want.
Is that all right? You ready? Of course you're ready. Deborah, lovely to meet you. Just gave me one of these. Has anyone shot one before? He has. Would you say variable between 200 and 800? Yeah. What would you guys shoot this at? So taking a bit of a break now. Gone to Cafe Vind and having a great time. This 75 is awesome. I'm here with Rich, and yeah, just chomping down a coffee and gonna hit the street again. Only got a little bit more time today, but this 75 is so different. I love like sort of being in the thick of it. Given my 28 Monochrome to Rich for a few weeks now, and nice to play with a few other different lenses. As I mentioned, the 28 Summilux, which is obviously the same focal length, but going to this 75, you literally are like a sniper. You're just picking people off. It reminds me of when I used the 135 recently, which was a really fun experience. But this 75, it's you know, shooting at 1.25, that's all I'm going to stay at the entire time, basically. It's, you know, I am snapping through a little bit, and just hoping that I'm capturing stuff. But it's not as hard as I thought it would be to focus through the rangefinder. And because we are in November now, the light is quite slim on where we're getting pickings from. So the beauty is when you've got a lens like this, it feels like you can shoot it in flat light, and it kind of almost creates its own contrast. It is seriously sharp when I punched into a couple of the images on the back of the screen, but I've been shooting when people are walking through the light, and it almost looks like you're just popping people into an image because they're so separated from the background already. To then have the light versus the dark is pretty mad. So yeah, not a lot to say on this lens yet, but seriously enjoying it and incredibly impressed.
Gorgeous looking colour.
AC 0.345. I'm gonna go get her. Back in a bit.
What this one about having us all over
So that's probably the end of it today in terms of the light. Got a meeting now, but this 75 is unbelievable. I really have not used a lens like this. I am already desperate to get home and see it on the big screen. It's gonna look amazing. It seems to be, even at 1.25, if I hit focus, it seems to be incredibly sharp. Potentially one of the sharpest lenses I've used, especially this fast. You know, as soon as you stop down lenses, obviously you've got mad sharpness, but this is a very, very unique lens. Not quite as unique as the 50mm Noctilux 0.95. That gives a completely different render by the looks of things, but this is just clinically sharp, but still has the most beautiful pop to it, and that separation from the subject to the background is wild. So absolutely loving it. Just capturing a couple back there at the tube. That light was so nice. These long shadows, people walking, and what I love about that is because they're backlit, they're sort of robbed of all their features, so you can't make any sort of judgments on where they might be going, who they are, what they're into, and it just leaves it a little bit more mysterious and a little bit more up to the viewer. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Anyway, see if we get any more done today, and if not, we'll attack tomorrow with a bit of rain coming from the sky, but we'll get on with it. You can't have a bad day when you've got this kind of setup. It is truly awesome, truly awesome. It is very grey today, and I wasn't going to shoot because it is so grey, and I've kind of wasted half the day by thinking that I'm not going to go anywhere, but actually that lens is in the house and I can just feel it, and I just want to spend a couple hours to see if we can get anything. I think it'll be quite a quiet day on the streets, so whereas it was quite carnage yesterday, I think we try and isolate a couple of subjects today. And yeah, after looking through a couple of images last night, I've just got the itch to use this lens again, so let's see what happens. Got to be honest, it's not going great. Struggling to find any form of images that I'm pleased with. There isn't really a lot happening, and it's just very grey. Yeah, let's stick with it, but at the moment, nothing's coming through. Here in Leadenhall Market now, I'm gonna stop for a pint. It's not got any better. This is very grey. No one's out on the streets, nothing's hitting, and I guess I've been so excited to come out because I want to use the lens, whereas it's not the right sort of conditions. It's like buying a soft top. You just want to go drive it, the roof off, but it's raining, and I've gone and done it anyway. But yeah. Oh, it's brisk today, and it's early, but it's going to be a good one. So I've actually done this walk before. It's on the channel about 8-9 months ago. I shot Phoenix in 35mm, which is not a film stock I'd recommend to anyone, but maybe people like it. I've seen the 120 looks great. I haven't actually shot the 120 Phoenix. So yeah, it's going to be fun today. Try and rectify that trip 9 months ago. If you do want to see that video though, it was a fun route if you want to go do that route yourself. The images themselves weren't great because of the film stock and because of the photographer. But I think that it's a really worthwhile little shoot doing, and a nice walk to just get away from the sort of Soho vibe that a lot of us photographers tend to stick around. You know, we all tend to do Camden or King's Cross or Soho. Come to Tower Bridge early morning, go down Butler's Wharf. There's some great stuff down there, hopefully, as you're about to see.
Medium format.
Nice new case.
Oh yeah, man, it's still the art, this.
I mean, it looks more like a bird's nest. You know, a bird box, and they sort of just fly into here.
Yeah. It's got 3 stocks, f16, f22, 32, something like that.
That resembled like flicking a pea. That's the noise that just made. Well, that's it.
So that's it.
Should we go back to bed?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Actually, I've never shot it since.
It's gonna be good then.
Where you say it, man. Pure shite.
Yeah, let's do a coffee here. Yeah. Ah, SL2 or 3? 2. Dude. So we're just stopping in the Barbican for a quick coffee, and I thought it's a good chance to talk about the actual focal length of 75 and what it means to me. Naturally, the longer you get, the more you get to stand back from a scene, admire and shoot towards and sort of pick people off like a sniper. I've been sort of shooting at the 28 Summilux a bit today on the M6, and when I pick that up and hold it in my hands, I just feel at home. Like, that is my focal length, and that is where I feel most comfortable. I'm not sure 75 is right for me, irrelevant if it's a Monochrom, a Noctilux, a Summilux, anything. Like, I cannot state that this is probably the best lens I've ever used, but I just prefer 28. It's as simple as that. I love 28 as a focal length, and I've been walking some nice environments, and I want to sort of encapsulate the entire thing, and you're just not able with this. So yes, it is beautiful. It's a lovely pace change to walk the streets with the 75mm, but you end up having to really seek and search for the frames, whereas the 28, you walk in somewhere and the frame sort of presents itself to me. So I'd say that's the key difference, and that's just to do with the focal length. But as I said, it's not to say that I'm not enjoying it, and it's certainly not to say that this isn't a good lens, because this is definitely, well, I don't want to say definitely, but it's potentially the best lens I've ever used. So that is it, the end of the video. And this 75mm is incredible. I haven't had the best of days on the street in terms of every time I line someone up in focus, they move on, or I go for like a 20-minute patch and don't see anything. But from what I have caught with this, I've been really happy with it. And it's incredibly different to the other Noctilux, the 0.9550. This is sharp throughout, even at its fastest 1.25. It doesn't break, it doesn't mold, manipulate, it hasn't got chromatic aberration. It is just simply perfect. And I think taking portraits with a nice environment and a nice background, that's where you're going to get your best results. But I've really enjoyed today. The sun's finally come out. We didn't get the sunrise we wanted this morning. We had the sun on day one when I picked it up, and I love that. And Rich and I have just enjoyed walking around trying to find things other than many coffees. So yeah, big thanks to Red Dot Cameras for lending me this lens. It is incredible, and I look forward to using it again at some point. And yeah, a big thanks to you guys always for watching, especially if you've made it this far. So thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.